Hello, I'm Coach Christian, and I help extremely stressed people to deal with their stress by observing it for themselves. Welcome to yet another video. Every single day I publish a video that's designed to provide you with tools that you can use to deal with the stress in your life. And typically I answer a question. So today's question is as follows. Coach Christian, I love my boyfriend, but he drives me crazy. I often find myself oscillating between loving him and hating him because he often makes stupid decisions. How can I get him to make wise decisions? Coach Christian, I love my boyfriend, but he drives me crazy. I often find myself oscillating between loving him and hating him because he often makes stupid decisions. How can I get him to make wise decisions? Your boyfriend is not a kid, he's not a child. So it's kind of like a kid. You can make a kid do something. How can I get my kids to do this? How can I get this child to respect me more? How can I get this child to do that? Um, but even with children, right? It's to some extent you could threaten them, but you can't. It's difficult to get them to do what you want, right? So now you're talking about your boyfriend here. He keeps making decisions that are not wise, and so you want to figure out how to get him to make wise decisions. As the first thing to realize is that trying to make him do wise things is in itself so going to be is itself right frustrating, isn't it? Because you're saying you should make wise decisions. He doesn't think you should. In fact, here's the thing. There's already a disagreement here in terms of what is wise. Right? When you're saying let him make wise decisions, what you're really saying is let him do what I want him to do. Right? Wise here is determined by you. He has his own notion of wise. You may think it's wise for him to buy you flowers on Valentine's Day, and he may think it's a waste of money, kind of stupid to waste money buying flowers that we are going to throw in the garbage can after 2 days. He may think instead it's very wise for me to spend the money going to a football game or going to the bar with my buddies. And then you'd think that's so dumb, it's a waste of money, it's not a wise decision. So the first thing to realize here is that you are determining what is a wise decision, and then you're trying to get him to fit into your idea of what a wise decision is. So from the very beginning, this is already problematic because I mean you think you're wise, but if we look at things carefully, if someone else looks at your behavior, they might say you're making unwise decisions. Let's say what you're an employee right now at a company, right? Maybe you do 9 to 5. You wake up at I don't know 7 a.m. Prepare yourself, go to work. Uh, you're like a super good employee. The employer loves you. You do the work. You come back home, and you say to yourself, "I'm being responsible. I'm being wise. I'm saving. I'm saving money." Right? But to some other entrepreneur, he'd look at you and say, "You're not wise at all. Why are you going to work 9 to 5? Why are you working in terms of somebody else's time? Why are you why are you spending the best parts of your life, the most energetic parts of your life working for somebody else when you could be working for yourself?" He'll look at all your decisions and think they're not wise. And of course, you'll look at his decision and think he's not wise either. Why do you, uh, why are you exposing yourself to so much risk when you could just have a safe job? He's not wise, you see. So this issue of wise, not wise is already a problem. There's really no such thing as a wise decision, right? That just varies from people to people. It even varies from time to time, right? So I mean, there were times when it was considered unwise. Let's say there were times when it was considered unwise. Like when I was a little younger, it was considered unwise for you to, like, let's say, quit university or don't go to university and take up a job. But nowadays, it's considered to be it was considered unwise, right, for you to quit to quit university and get a job. And yet nowadays you hear, like in the US, some eminent people talking about how, let's say, college education is a scam. You're spending too much money. It's better to quit college and go start a business. You see, so something that was considered wise before has now become unwise. So wise and unwise depends on the person. It depends on the in the time in history in which you're living in, right? So that's the first thing. So certainly calling his decisions unwise is not gonna make him behave the way you want him to behave, right? Dude, if he is like many guys, I've seen this especially with males. You try to mold them, try to tell them, try to make them into what you want them to be, right? And you're gonna face resistance on so many levels, right? So this is not the approach, right? I know what how I know what it means to behave wisely, and I want you to behave like that. Good luck. You may win temporarily, but you probably pay for it in other ways, right? It's actually not just a male thing. Nobody really likes to be controlled or made to be a certain way, right? And this is connected to the first part of the question, where you are saying that you keep oscillating between loving him and hating him, right? So of course this is pretty. It's not really a mystery why this is happening. You love him when he does what you think is wise, right? And then you hate him when he does what you think is not wise. This is really the setup, right? So your love for him depends on whether he does what you want him to do, on whether you are the way whether he is the way you want him to be. That's what your love for him depends on. And so I just have to ask the question, if your love for him depends on whether he does what you want him to do or not, my question is that love at all? Imagine if I came to you and told you, I love you very much because you're so beautiful. And can you conclude that I love you? See, what does that statement mean? It means that when you stop, when you're no longer beautiful, I won't love you anymore, right? Because I love you for your beauty. So you better remain beautiful, right? So obviously, if you're applying a little intelligence, you'll realize I don't love you at all. All I'm interested in is in your beauty. What if some woman comes to me and tells me, "Wow, she loves me so much," right? And I discover that really what she's after is my money. Obviously, this is not love, right? She loves me because of my money. What kind of love is that? So this is the first thing we are realizing, is that love cannot have a motive. If there's a reason for loving somebody, that's already a sign that we don't have love at all. This is just someone looking out for their own interest, someone that's trying to take from you see. So if you tell me, when my boyfriend makes wise when my boyfriend makes wise decisions, I love him. And when my boyfriend doesn't make wise decisions, I don't love him. I hate him. Right? So it means what you're really saying is that you have a motive. You love him because he's the way you want him to be. This is not love at all. This is just you looking after your own selfish interests. And this is how, unfortunately, I don't know if it's unfortunate, but this is how most relationships are between human beings. Pretty much every relationship I know of, it's always people coming together to get something from each other, but then claiming to love each other. Right? So obviously, I don't trust this love at all. Personally, I don't trust this love at all. This love that can turn into hate in a matter of a second. Oh, wow, I love you very much, my son. And then you do something a little different, you pick a different career path. Oh, you've disobeyed me. How dare you do that? You're a disrespectful kid. I don't even know if you're really mine. What kind of love is this? So these are all things to examine. If you have a sort of love that oscillates, it's not love. Let's start from there. So, question is, well, what is love? And among human beings, I've never seen love, right? There's all this stuff. Oh, I love you. You're the apple of my eye. Nope. There's always a motive. I want to have sex with you. That's really what I want. The only loving things I've ever seen are not humans. For example, the the earth on which we walk, it's loving. The earth accepts me the way I am. If I am kind, unkind, the earth accepts me. If I burn the earth up, the earth accepts me still. It's there for me, regardless of what I am, what I think, what my beliefs are, whether I'm wise or foolish. The earth is there for me always. The earth never judges me. So if we're gonna talk about love, I'd say the earth is loving. How about the air? The air doesn't discriminate. It allows itself to be inhaled by the so-called wise person. It allows itself to be inhaled by the so-called unwise person. Okay. Inanimate objects are loving. Just start there. They don't discriminate. Nature, nature is loving. The forest, the sky, those things are loving. Machines too. This computer doesn't care who I am. Right? It allows me to use it. It embraces me the way I am. Right? But in terms of human beings, unfortunately, I don't even know if it's unfortunate, but I've never met a loving human being. And even I don't know. Like I'm not a loving person either, and I really don't know like how to be as loving as the earth or how to be as loving as the wind. I don't know how to do that. And once I admit to myself that I don't really know what love is, suddenly my intelligence is turned on like a switch. Now I'm really looking. Now I'm really trying to find out what is love. All right. Thank you very much for watching this. Look, if you found this to be useful, please like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell notification. Ding, 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 ding. This will notify you whenever a new video comes out. Because like I said, I publish these videos every single day. And the videos are specifically designed to answer your questions and provide you with tools that you can use. In fact, if you have any questions, please add them in the description of this video. Add the questions in the description or any comments, because I want to make sure that the future videos I make are designed to specifically meet your needs. Now, if what I've said fascinates you, you know, you really want to understand what is love. You want to dig deeper into the nature of things. Figure out what is really wise, what is really unwise. You want to find out how things work. Then I do have a tool that I use. It's called the Observe approach. It's the best tool I've ever come across that enables me to see things as clearer than I've ever seen them in my entire life. If you want to access this tool, it's free. Just go into the description of this video and click on a link called um, the Observe approach. If you click on this link, you'll get free and instant access to a simple but very powerful method, right? That you can use to deal with any problem that's stressing you out, right? Including what is love, what is wise and what is not wise, what is kind and unkind, how can I be loving, or any problem that's messing with you, man. Why do I keep oscillating between love and hate? You wanna look at those problems, understand them, then this is the method, right? It's in the description of this video. Um, and this is it. So thanks once again for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Bye.